just kind of for starters, let's talk big picture. What are you looking for as a special teams coordinator, philosophies, and just what those expectations are from this unit?
We try to keep on all phases. We do all four of them, plus field goal block. Coach Seaway does a great job with that one, but we try to keep things as simple as possible and try to get the guys in a position where they can play hard and try to not do a whole lot of thinking. Try to keep, the coverage units are going to stay the same throughout the year as far as your schematics go. And then week to week, your return game, same thing with those. Keep them as simple and as sound as possible so the kids can go out there and just execute and don't have to do a lot of thinking.
I want to ask you about a few individuals, and we'll start with Liam Doherty and his freshman season here, first time on a football field. What have you seen in terms of his growth, and what are the areas of focus as he looks to just get better and more?
Yeah, he does. He hit a. Liam would probably tell you the same thing, so I'm not telling you guys anything you don't know. But probably a month ago, he hit a little bit of a rough patch, but he kept, he stuck with it. He's coachable. He knows. He's the kind that he's one of the few guys that as soon as he goes out there and might do something wrong, by the time he gets to the sideline, he can tell you what he did. And Saturday, I thought he had one of his best games of the year so far. He had a great, he averaged 46 yards a punt. You take out the last one, he did a great job helping our coverage team versus probably one of the best returners in our conference. So he's done a great job.
And then Jack Martin, senior season for him. He loses a job, if you will, gets it back. This stretch that he's on now, hit 7 of his last 8. Just characterize him as a person. What do you like?
I like Jack. Whenever you get a new job, that special teams world is so small, and there's all these, kicking coaches, gurus out there, and they all want to give you their 2 cents on everybody. So I didn't know what to think of Jack based on the things I've heard, but me and Jack get along great. I love him. I think he's confident, and he beat himself up Saturday. He went out there and missed a 47-yarder, which that's a 50-50 ball to begin with. But the thing that he did differently that he might not have done a year and a half ago or a year ago is he came back later in the game and hit one. And, you can sit there and say, well, it was a 20-something yarder, but the angle was tough. And, he put it behind him and moved on. He's done a nice job for us, and he's quickly developing one of my favorite ones I've had of all time. So he's awesome.
Makai Muse, just what he brings to the return game.
He can flip the field, just like a good punter can flip the field for you. He can flip the field, as long as we stay away from penalties. We've had way too many penalties in the kicking game this year. I think we've had 17. I think 12 of them have been on punt return, and I can think of 4 of them off the top of my head that have negated big plays that Makai's made. So, looking to get him more integral in the game plan, Saturday, next year, and hopefully just, keep the production coming from him to where he can help our offense and help get us going earlier.
When you turn on the tape with BYU, what are you seeing?
A lot of us, a lot of simplicity, a lot of kids that play hard. They're well coached. They know what they're doing. You can tell they've got 2 or 3 guys on each phase that are kind of running the show out there for them because those kids know what to do. But they're a quality team. They got a good punt returner who returned a punt earlier in the year versus Kansas State for a touchdown. They've got a kickoff returner who's taken 2 of them back for a touchdown this year. So we're well aware of what they can do. But, as you guys know, the guys in my room, Liam, Jack, those guys can wipe out a couple phases of the game just by themselves. So hopefully we can do that out in Utah.
We'll get you out of here on a fun one. Thanksgiving around the corner. Any Thanksgiving traditions? Any favorites on the dinner table?
I don't know about favorites on the dinner table, but doing this for the last couple of years and, not newly married. I got married in 21, but me and my wife spent a lot of Thanksgivings by ourselves. We watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation after we eat Thanksgiving meal. And then to get our dauber down after we watch that, we watch The Nightmare Before Christmas to get ready for Christmas. So it's been good.